Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we should be live. I'm going to wait for the live stream to come up on my channel. But here we are, up and coming, with the interview, waiting. Now, the real question is, why does the stream say waiting? So Dusty Pro League seems to work fine, but when I do it this way, it's like, oh, we're waiting now.
The interview's waiting. The people are waiting. People are having to wait for this interview.
People must be waiting. Okay, here we
People
are.
are just... Oh,
It says stream starting soon. Okay, yeah, we're in this bizzle now. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody that's tuning in this early, this is going to be the interview, so please, if you have any questions for our great players that we're about to interview, then please drop them in the chat, or else this is going to be a short video or short live stream. Apollo, we'll cut to the face cam in a minute, but any message currently while I'm just sorting stuff out?
No, I'm just happy that I've not came last and they can progress here.
Indeed, it's most certainly a crucial match to win, and it was great to watch. Okay, so link is getting sent out, and then we're starting. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there we go.
Bang, we should be here. Okay, I'll double check, of course. Oh, I think my Wi-Fi's acting up. Yeah, okay, we're here. Audio check. Yeah, okay, we're here. Alright, good news. Right, let's just get fired in. So first of all, open up this interview with just telling us, Apollo, about the game. Run us through every nook and cranny that went through your mind during the game.
Okay, so we'll go up like in the run-up of the game, right? Like last Dusty game I played against you, it started dead fast. Like I remember going in and bang, right? Like we're pretty much in it. But this game I sat there and I was like, is he trying to play some sort of mind game with me? Why is it staying for so long? And the nerves were building up a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was building up such a crucial match. I know how good of a player Flex is, and I was kind of, you know, like, getting a wee bit nervy. Not saying that I was completely, like, I wasn't like bricking it,
Yeah.
but I was a wee bit nervy for it. Load out of the game, and I mean the start, a bit of a shocker for the first round. I think the rounds following that were pretty good from my point anyway. Nobody necessarily played bad in the match.
Yeah,
I think that it was a very good game. I reckon that there was probably rounds that we could both improve in, but it was decent. I tried to use audio to my full advantage, mostly.
That's good.
But yeah, it turned out the way it did, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, most certainly a very good match. Now, anybody who's still coming into chat, if you have any questions, type them in chat and we'll get to them. So, one thing I want to ask is, you started your attack rounds from bottom floor countless amount of times. So tell me about that. What is the strat?
I think it wasn't necessarily about strategy. It might have just been like, for some rounds it might have been just get as far away from the site as possible before you enter, to just limit noise. But I think that in reality it's probably just I like to go in for the bottom and attack up the way.
Yeah.
This is the way I like to play.
It worked very good. Worked like a charm, worked like a treat, whatever they say. So next up, talking about noise, you threw an ace charge. You were in an open area and you threw an ace charge on the hatch in that admin office, the janitor hatch. What was that about?
Well, it was mainly just like I was just kind of throwing ace charges just to make a bit of explosive noise before I went in the way I wanted to, because I kind of plotted out what door I wanted to go in through. I didn't necessarily plan on it like being difficult. I was thinking that'll probably bait him out a wee bit, or if he was anywhere else, as I thought he was, it would have attracted him to there. But it was just like perfect. I was kind of throwing these charges and running.
It was very, very good. It was good to see. Obviously, I've been talking about audio a lot recently because it's been helping me so much, and it's good to see players implementing it, and not only implementing it, but it actually working as well and getting them round wins. First thing I want you to comment on, Bannockburn said you're a blue nose now, so what have you got to say about that?
It's just not true though.
It's just not true though. Bannockburn, get your facts right, it's just not true though. Okay. Now, let's switch the scene a bit here. Let's go over to Flix. Now, he was your competitor in this match, and in this great, great match. What did you think about Flix as a competitor? You've got great history. What did this match mean to you? And how was Flix?
As a player, I've got a lot of respect for the way that Flix plays. I think he plays very well. I think he's unlucky to have not won like games that he's lost in the past. He's a very skillful player in the way that he manoeuvres his game. But I think that in reality, I always prepare myself for most of these matches. I know the way that he plays, and it's such an intense fixture in Dusty mostly. And I've got great respect for the way that he plays, but I just tried my hardest and got the win. It's, I believe, the second time out of the three.
That's the way to go about it, and it is indeed the second time, or else this head-to-head wouldn't have happened. Now, you got me a bit worried there, maybe this shouldn't have happened, but no, I think we're okay. So, Slint Gecko has put in a question, we have got a question. I want to know if Judge knows he swings so slow.
Yeah, I think that it's like, you say so slow, but it worked. So, I mean...
It worked. How do you feel about Slint Gecko as a general player going into 5v5s?
I'm excited to see him in 5v5s. I'm excited to play with Slint in 5v5s. I'm excited to play with the whole of Staples in 5v5s.
That is
in general.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. So Slint then says, he follows that up with, the walk swing is really something.
The what?
The walk swing.
It works.
It got him the win. Don't judge him. It got him the win. Alright, another question. Bannockburn. What's the thought process of leaving sight to the attacker? Now, we saw that, I think, a few times in this game, but the one that stands out to me is the vigil round with Buck. I think it was that. So, yeah, Bannockburn's question, what's the thought process of leaving sight to the attacker?
I will admit that I messed up a couple of times. Didn't play to my full potential. On those rounds, probably I think I messed up a bit. Obviously, left side to the attacker, which you shouldn't do. If you win the round back, then obviously you've got away with one there. But I was caught out to that a couple of times, and it's something I've definitely got to work on for future.
Yeah, and the other round that stands out is that echo round. Now, that's twice. Now, you won that one, but there was the one against me, and then there was this one here, which both just left side, and the Jones didn't work, but you made it work. Slint saying the vigil rounds were hella interesting. I love Hearts covering it up, but hella interesting. They were indeed. Echo was a bit edgy. What?
The whole game was quite interesting.
It was, that's very true. But there's a lot of vigil rounds. Now, Slint's saying Echo was a bit edgy. So, when you choose Echo and you go for that strategy, it worked that time, but it's not really doing what it's supposed to do. So, tell us about
that. No, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Obviously, just like trying to feel the way around the game, see what would work, see what wouldn't. I just gave it my best go. In reality, aim kind of saved me on that echo round when I got him at the doorway. Just it's unlucky from him, but poor strategy for me, obviously. But we move on.
Bannockburn saying, "Are you feeling it for the 5v5 tournament?"
I'm ready for it.
That was locked in. That was locked in.
I could have it happen probably next weekend, and I'd be happy to go. I'm ready for fives as soon as it comes up.
Ah, that's a true warrior. That's good spirit, Slint, saying that was a good question. Oh, says Slint. Oh, the crowd are going crazy. Apollo's feeling it, says Barney. He most certainly is.
I wouldn't put it like that. I would say that I'm ready.
But you come on, you got that feeling. You got your I'm ready. You know what I mean? A wee poof. You're feeling it a bit. Okay, he's ready. He's feeling it in the air. He's feeling a change. He's feeling it. Alright. So furthermore, that I want to look at the ace round. It was ace, where you went into CEO and he was clearing out his angles and you were behind that CEO bomb and you just got a freebie on him because he was in janitor coming through and he didn't clear his angles.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like playing in a game where it's like there's slow movement, there's slow rounds, and then all of a sudden, boof, fast rounds, there's guys running into sight and running away and that. What is that like?
It was a strange feeling in that game because obviously, you know, like you've got your slow rounds, you try to feel your way around the game, then you've got the fast ones where you just need to get in and get the kill and get out of there. But I think that it's mostly pressure is what I can only describe it as pressure. But yeah,
serious stuff.
I mean, it's the way Dusty Pro League is. It's the way it gets played. Happens in all games.
I was meant to say this at the beginning of the stream, but it's funny that I'm here with you today because the Bannockburn interview we had, and then he was up against you, I think, and then it was like, oh, but Apollo's not getting one. It was like, nah, the chat only asked for Bannockburn. And now here we are in a call with Facecam. Man, it's crazy how this world works. So next thing I want to ask, this is more general Dusty Pro League. You are a legend in the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the Hall of Famers right here, big timers. So you've done it all. How does this Dusty Pro League 1v1, how is this feeling different to the 3v2s? How is the pressure different? How is the tactics different? Tell us about it.
I mean, I think the it feels different in the terms that it's obviously you're alone. Like even in 3v2s, if you're on the smaller team, you would have still been with somebody.
Yeah.
You know? I think that I personally preferred the 3v2s to Dusty Ones. Like, I'm not trying to diss Dusty Ones, but I preferred working as a team with other people. I mean, I think it shows with the scoreboard. I mean, I'm not I'm not doubting that my skills decent, but I'm far from contending with the top. I think that it differs in the way that when you go into a game, you're not relying on anybody else. You can only blame yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think teams are better as well. That is why 5v5s is on the way. Man, exciting stuff. So Slint's saying bold statement. I'm seeing Laggy the one. I'm seeing a lot of Rangers stuff. I don't know, see, I'm a bit laggy. Well, no, I'm not laggy, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a wee bit of issues. Yeah, 5v5. Now, I was in touch with Flex and he's saying that he's training, so I don't know if we're going to get a Flex interview. But I want to hit you with a few more queries. What was your highlight of the Dusty 1v1 season?
It was probably like all over, just my highlight, like personally.
All over.
Well,
all over and your personal one, but your personal one could be the all over. So.
I think it has to have been my first win over Flex.
Whoa! How did that feel compared to this one?
Well, that other one, like, this game was very long, but that other one was very, very, very long. It went all the way on a map that it was. I think it was fairly new, not completely new, but it was recent. Not one that you would have, like, it's not like a veteran map that you wouldn't have played on it for ages. Obviously, it's still parts of different maps. It was Stadium Bravo, but it worked. Like, it had all the action in it that they wanted it to.
I remember that one. That was limbs, but these good games keep on coming. Slint's saying I'm lagging a lot. I don't know. Like, for me, things are looking good. Slint, maybe turn down your quality and it will help.
No, he's watching 1080p. He's
yeah.
1080p.
I don't know. Maybe not here. We're struggling a bit, but no, Slint didn't take your role this time. No message for 1080p. Alright, now Bannockburn said teams might be better, but 1v1 is more competitive in my opinion, which, you know, you get his point there. Him versus Flix on Bravo has to be up there. Well, there you go. Bannockburn saying the stream's fine for him, so yeah, Slint, you got to get your stuff sorted out. Slint, Bannockburn, man, if Ryan or Taylor have any questions, give us some questions, because I want to know about Apollo. And wanting to know about Apollo, how about this? I don't know. Just joking, right? No, I need to talk more about this game here today. That Osa round at Garage was a very close call. Flix's health was so slim, and you just didn't get the kill. And although Flix should be winning that round, you had a good chance there. What are your thoughts on that round? What could you have done better, and all sorts of things?
I mean, it just comes out. It comes down to the way I was moving and my aim. I think I definitely could have got the kill. That slither of health happened twice as well, because there was one when he jumped into the office and I was visual, and I was there, and he gets taken down to like that much, and I don't finish it off. Maybe that's a problem that I need to work on, but I think it's probably just a getting your shots off in the name thing, because miss aim's just terrible.
It happens. That round as well, the visual buck one, that should have been a free. That was a free kill for you. It should have been.
It was a free kill.
It was limbs when Flix ended up winning that, but you won the whole thing. So Bannockburn's put a question, but I want to ask you first. What are your thoughts on Prodigy? Simple as that.
Staples are better. You don't get any more simple than that. Like, I don't know what other answer I would give. Like, you get Prodigy, and then you get Staples, and it's two different levels. Staples are so much higher.
There's levels to this. Right, Bannockburn said, what do you want to improve on the most, Apollo?
I think like, on my day, my aim's pretty good. I want to improve on consistency when I play. I think that's probably what it needs to be. And it also just means improving on everything all around. But I need to be more consistent with what I do. Yeah,
consistency. And anything you want to do in life, ladies and gentlemen, consistency is numero uno. That's huge. Slint, dropping the F on, frick yeah they are, and Bannockburn going facts, because, you know, they know that SP is clear now. When it comes to commentating and hosting, I will have to be neutral, but, you know, yeah, big thing is consistency. Slint, Gecko, agreeing with you there. Next thing, from a professional standpoint, you are a Hall of Famer professional with Dusty Pro League. We've got new faces coming into 5v5s. What would you say to them?
I mean, I think as I'm getting cut a Hall of Famer, it's probably not it's not the most accurate. I think I've disappointed a lot in my Dusty career. I mean, I know that I've been here the whole time, and I've had my moments. I've been good in some things. I was good in the 3v2s, but I think there's more suitable people to ask for that. But I would tell them that it's unpredictable, and if they've got their skill down, they'll do good things. But you can't always predict what's going to happen in Dusty Pro League.
That's true. I like that statement a lot. I do like that statement a lot. I feel like, yeah. The question for the chat. It's only Bannockburn and Slint currently, but for anybody watching this back in the comments, is SP Apollo 25 a Hall of Famer in Dusty Pro League? Obviously I think he is, but leave your thoughts in the live chat and the comments. So Bannockburn's asked another question. Shout out Bannockburn. How did you feel when Flix had match point? That's a good question.
I felt calm when Flix had match point. it was weird. The whole game, I was like, the rest of the game, I was pretty nervy. But weirdly, when I saw that Flex had match point, I was calm, and I proceeded through and got my win because, as I said, staples are better.
I love that. I want to go back. This is kind of relating to Bannockburn's question about what you want to improve on the most. What do you think you have improved on the most over your time in Dusty?
If you look back, I was genuinely awful at almost.
Wow.
I mean, like, I think, I don't know, maybe it's keeping my cool. I might have got better at keeping my cool. I think there's a moment in Big Dusty, might have been the first one, on Bartlett University, where we were told to keep it PG in the chat in case it came out of the chat, and I used some vile words to Taylor 82. Not. I didn't expect him to be a chat at that point, just because there was so much action on. But yeah, that's what happened.
Although we are PG over here, it's an absolutely legendary moment, and it's ended up being more beneficial than not. Now the chat, when asked about if you're a Hall of Famer, Slint says of course he is, bro. Taylor says he's in the Hall of Fame. Slint says down in history. Bannockburn says he definitely is. Slint says composure at its finest, and that was shown today. Slint saying legendary as well. It was top quality from you today, and a lot of composure there at the end. That was huge. Now, getting 5th over 6th, a lot of people might look at that as a minor achievement and that you're just like a rotten apple at the bunch of apples or whatever the saying is. But it's a very big game. There's a lot of pressure, and it means a damn lot to not finish bottom of the first ever Dusty 1v1s. What does 5th place mean to you?
Well, obviously, after I lost the match against you, which was my contention for 4th, I was like, right, 5th place is the best I can do. This is the world right now, and it's what I need. I was seriously, strongly debating putting it off for a while. As you obviously know. But I decided it was time to get it done with, and I'm glad I'd get it done with today, because any other day maybe I wouldn't have had the same mentality that I had when I went to match point. Maybe things would have played out differently. Maybe Flicks would have got more warm up. Maybe I would have ruined my chance. But it's all about picking your moment.
Yeah. That's good. Now, Bannockburn's correct to me saying the best out of a bad bunch, but in this situation it's like bad out of the best bunch. But there's still so much to play for, and Apollo and Flicks are both good players. Flicks has been, rough recently, and he's had a lot of time to play, but Apollo's done it. And of course, Apollo, he was ready to get this cancelled. Not cancelled, but delaying it like he says.
Yeah.
Bannockburn, he was saying, look, you've told people like Taylor 82 to get it done. We were telling him to get it done. He's got it done, and he won the game in a great fashion. Judges on top, says Slint Gecko. So it's been around 22 minutes. I've been in contact with Flicks, and he's like taking his time to reply, and he's saying he's training. I don't know what he's training, but look, Flicks, you lost the game. You don't need to go off saying that you're training and doing better stuff. If you don't want to do an interview, you don't have to.
I would hope he's training for Dusty 5v5s.
Yeah, if he's training 5v5s because he needs it. 6th place, way! Bannockburn, we probably would have dropped Apollo from the 5v5 matches if he finished last.
Well, in that case, why wouldn't you drop Flicks?
No, I'm hoping that's a sarcastic comment from Bannockburn. If it's not, then there's a breakout in SP here. Any more questions? Slint, you got a question? Me personally, I think I'm quite satisfied. Bannockburn has asked a few good questions. FLX says Slint. He's done flicks but spelt it. He's just done some funny business. Because he's not an SP. That's why he wouldn't. Bannockburn wouldn't drop flicks because he's not an SP.
You meant like dropping from. You meant like dropping him from like a specific team. I mean, who else would you take other than Need for SP? Because it's going to be SP versus Prodigy. It's not like we've got a lot of members at hand.
OP Sniffs.
Aye, but he's not got PS Plus.
What a player. Yeah. I'm going to message Flex again. I don't think we're going to get a Flex interview. It's his own loss. Good answers from you. Again, I'm giving Slint a good amount of time to chuck in a question because they might have a banger. Yes! Well, I haven't read the question, but he's got a question and we're on fire right now, so I'm just interested to keep the flow going. So he says, I want to know if Judge is going to be back with a bang against Prodigy in 5v5.
Of course I will. There's going to be no underperformance for me in the 5v5s. I'm calling it now. I'm going to be one of the best.
That's good mindset right there. How do you think 3v2 is going to compare? This is like a podcast now. How do you think 3v2 is going to compare to 5v5?
It's going to be. I think it's going to be better. Obviously, I enjoyed the spirit of the team, in the 3v2s, and if there's people, obviously, I'll be playing with Staples, and they're people that I've got a lot of chemistry with. They're people that I know well. They're my teammates. They're my pals. So. All turns out well. We've got a good play.
It's going to be very exciting. Players like Seychelles and Skepta as well, see how they match up. And then, of course, the newcomers of Brother Weston and Visions. Currently, we have got 10 players on the dot, so there's no need for any higgledy-piggledy. But if an 11th comes out of nowhere, then that Brother Weston and Visions... There's going to have to be some discussions in the community on what they would prefer the best outcome to be. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to play a few my G, says Slint. How nice is that?
That is very nice. I can't wait to play with Slint either. I've said it before. Can't wait to play with the whole team. I think it's going to be good.
Mon the SP, says Barney, and Mona Staples, says Slint. Okay. I think we wrap this one up here. Still nothing from Flex. So, I would have really liked to hear what he's got to say. To be fair, we probably would have got one-word answers, but I would have still loved to hear what he says. He's not replying and he's saying he's training, so...
I mean, I don't know how you would respond to that. If you can get him, then obviously get him. I kind of want to hear his opinions on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, thanks for having me on for the interview.
Yep, so Slint saying thank you, or thank you. He's very happy with that little nice moment where you are happy to play with each other. It is so sweet. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you go subscribe to Apollo. Actually, it's quite funny as well. Assuming that Flex would join this, I put his link. So, in the Dusty game, I put your link above his, and in this, I put his link above yours. But his link is going to go because he's not here. And I also need to change the title. Wow, what a clickbaiter I am. Prodigy dead in the ground, says Bannockburn. That's it. We're signing off.
Exactly.
Final words, Apollo?
Banny's bang on, right? I'll repeat that. Prodigy dead in the ground.
Alright, and let's get a thumbnail as well, right? We need to do a face. We need to do a wee pose. What are we going to do?
I don't know. One second.
Wait, let me get... No, how do I even... I don't know what the screenshot button is. Okay, right. Ready? So, get in position, and we need to hold it for a few seconds. Wait.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's cracking. That's amazing. Okay. We'll try and get that for a thumbnail, but I don't know how the resolution's going to be because I'm going to use snipping tool while watching a YouTube video back. So that's it. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Dusty. Apollo, again, I'm going to ask final thoughts again just because we had that wee thumbnail moment.
Fantastic game. First, it doesn't disappoint. Dusty Pro League is the best tournament in the world. Staples on top, Prodigy dead in the round.
Staples
Thanks.
higher than the clouds. Let's go. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.